Hello and welcome to Docplexus News. I am Kapil Patil. Let's go through this week's healthcare headlines that matter. With the growing allegations about high cost of cardiac procedures, Medical Council of India has now proposed to devise new rules for stent operations. While framing the new guidelines, the committee expert said the stenting is needless in several patients. Cardiologists who are trained for at least 2 years in interventional cardiology should only be allowed to do this procedure. Taking into account the frequent mob violence at healthcare centers, Indian Medical Association at Jamshedpur has announced to work in coordination with local administration for the safety of doctors. Jamshedpur's IMA secretary Mrityunjay Singh said that the police are finding it difficult to provide security in all hospitals, and that's why they have decided to take the help of private security firms. The association has advised all the doctors to approach the police and apply for arms license. Government has constituted a committee of joint secretaries for ensuring enhanced affordability, availability and accessibility of drugs for the citizens. Minister of State for Chemicals and Fertilizers Mansukh Mandaviya said the committee would suggest ways for strengthening the existing pharmaceutical database management system, and it would also help to make pricing policy in favor of poor patients. After capping prices of cardiac stents, National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority is now looking into overpricing of knee implants. An analysis by the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority shows that importers, distributors and hospitals are earning hefty trade margins that can range from 67% to as high as 449%. The analysis has also shown a huge disparity in the landed prices of imported knee implants and their MRPs. This data may form a strong basis for the government to bring them under price control. In a first, scientists at Arizona State University have developed a Zika vaccine using tobacco plant. According to the researchers, the vaccine has shown 100% effectiveness in inducing antibody against multiple Zika virus strains when experimented on mice. They also said this vaccine could be more potent, safer and cheaper to produce than other medicine, as there is no direct involvement of a dangerous virus. The laboratory tests now could be cheaper and more sophisticated with a new smartphone-based diagnostic approach. The researchers at the University of Illinois have developed a handheld spectral analyzer that attaches to a smartphone and analyzes patients' blood, urine and saliva samples. It can analyze multiple samples quickly that makes the analyzer suitable for patients who lack convenient access to a clinic and need urgent healthcare. Raising concern over the shortage of blood in rural areas, the central government has released the fund to equip 30 states with blood collection and transportation vans. However, it is the individual state's responsibility to procure and operate the vans. Currently, such vans are operative in 5 states and each van collects about 30 to 40 units of blood per day. Infusion Nurses Society of India has launched online courses on infusion therapy for nurses that will educate the nurses about the scientific method of delivering and maintaining infusion. The president of Infusion Nurses Society of India, Mrs. Sharma, told that the thinking behind such initiative is to engage healthcare professionals to intensify the base safety and quality practices in infusion management across the country. In an interesting move to update about the availability of blood across the state, the West Bengal government has launched a new portal named as e-Raktakosh. At present, the portal has linked to 117 out of 128 blood banks in the state. The Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Chandrima Bhattacharya, told that the portal will provide details of blood group, nearest blood bank and the scheduled blood donation camps. To take a step in the direction of making essential medicine at a fast pace, the Health Ministry is planning to waive off the clinical trials in humans. Such waivers will take into account the drugs that are essential for Indian patients and must be approved in developed market 2 years ago. Drug Control General of India, Dr. Singh, told the approval will be decided on a case-by-case basis and depending on the need and efficacy of the drug. Recently, Docplexus had requested its community to share their practice tips. Thank you for the excellent response and high valuable practice tips that we have received so far. An important practice tip from Dr. Dubey explains that For a successful practice and to win patients' trust, doctors should be available, have good behavioral conduct and clinical knowledge. Dr. R.K. Sharma has shared a medico-legal tip through which he has elaborated the importance of a medical consent. He mentions that a surgeon should obtain appropriate medical consent, follow standard operative procedures and should not agree to all the patient's relative wishes. These were the best tips for this week. You can also share your practice tips with your community by commenting below. These were the latest happenings brought to you by Docplexus, India's largest and fastest growing online community of doctors. Stay tuned for more every Thursday at 6 p.m. Happy Docplexing!